a volunteer comes through who they bond with really intensely, and that volunteer leaves. They then might feel set up in some ways for an inability to make strong attachments with other caregivers. You've got this sort of baseline exposure to trauma that already is setting children up for vulnerabilities. They might have PTSD, they might have depression or anxiety, they might have attachment problems because they lost somebody very important to them. If you have a lot of transient relationships with adults and you've had those life experiences, those transient relationships can impact you as well.
The idea of an orphanage is really antithetical to Malawian culture and really Southern African culture in general, because children are not seen of in the same way in Malawi as they are in the United States. Children work from a very early age, so they're very rarely actually abandoned in the ways that we think of as orphans and kind of the mythologized idea of Oliver Twist or Annie. That doesn't really exist in Malawi because children contribute. But when you start to build orphanages, it's seen as a financial advantage. A lot of these children have identifiable family members, even parents in villages and siblings in villages. But the parent believes if they send the child to a pretty wealthy orphanage compared to their own living standards, that child will have access to a better education, to better economic opportunities in the future, and then will be able to contribute back to the family.
One of the concerns I would have would be, how do they engage helpful resources that come from within their community? Some of the best models for research and for clinical intervention that I've seen with children are models that empower the locals to provide whatever services are needed. And in those scenarios, kids can develop hopefulness in their own community and resilience. They're not just in and out transiently with the next volunteer group.